Oh.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it, Scott. Go for it, Scott.
Go for it. Welcome to the Not So Morning Show. I'm your host, Scott Donnelly. I'm here with Mark Esby and Danny Black. We got some great hits coming up this morning to get you ready for the day.
Yeah.
There you go.
WTNSMS.
Where's the time and the weather?
I don't know. We're going to get a check of the weather from Mark Esby. He's hanging out down there in Tasmania. Mark, tell us what's going on tonight down there. In the morning here in Tasmania.
In the morning, 10:28 a.m. in the morning. It's currently 19 degrees. The sun is out. There's a scattered cloud, but it's absolutely mint.
Danny
Phenomenal.
Black,
The
we
weather-
know
the
you're
weather-
over there in Brisbane. Give us a little heads up on the weather down there in Brisbane. It's an hour behind, actually, Mark. So
It's
what is the weather
9:20.
like an hour ago?
It is partly
Yes,
cloudy.
look outside.
I'm looking outside. It's partly cloudy. It's actually in the late 70s, early 80s today. Is that how you
The
say it?
late 70s. That's funny. I can't transform the actual temperature in Detroit area for you, but it is late at night here, 7:30. Sun's gone down. It's 62 degrees right now. It's raining outside. This is probably going to be the last halfway decent day we have here in the state of Michigan. Get ready for winter, everybody.
Jeff Black says it's schmick. That's what he wants me to
Heading
say.
around. It's half past midnight in the UK.
Oh,
Schmick. He's got an interesting job schedule though, so I think he'll probably be getting up soon to go to work.
Who?
So this is the
Zen
morning
Rao.
show for him. This is not so morning show. This is the morning show for him.
Yes, it's the
What
morning.
in the world are you guys talking about?
Talk about Xander's
UK.
comment in the
He's from the
chat.
UK.
Oh, Xander, I gotcha. All right.
Gotcha.
We just got
I like
Scott
how
out
he
of character.
He put it in military time. It's 0028 in the UK. Xander.
Yeah, military time freaks me out sometimes. I have to, especially when it gets to like 3 or 4 o'clock. I have to think twice.
I love military time.
Mm.
Love it. Because you can never make a mistake. I'll meet you at 10. Which 10? There's 2 of them every day.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That's funny actually because you know about it, but at the same time, Scott, you had it perfect. Why are you messing with your settings?
Yeah, you did have a perfect.
Because I'm watching myself on YouTube and it looks weird. I look just like a pure white ghost.
The only
in
thing
middle of the
that's weird about
darkness.
you is your camera is so low. Like you look like you're sitting. You look like you're like 5
What do you
feet
mean it's
tall.
so low? Where do you want it? It's on a little tripod. What am I supposed to do?
Headspace.
Tilt it down?
Come up.
Headspace. Danny in his headspace. That's it for the rest of this stream.
Oh, shut
this
up,
is my
Mark.
headspace.
You had it perfect.
Oh,
VJ,
what
what's
if I
up?
my
just messed
headspace.
it all up?
So yeah, Xander's just started work. Oh yeah, so he's got the late shift. He's got
And
the
I
late-
put my head out of the thing. Oh gosh, I'm looking at the.
Let's ask the
YouTube, so
chat
that's
how
really
they
messed it
feel
up.
about these TV setups. Because it's freaking me
It's
out.
freak. I put
I
this
like it.
together. I put this together last night, and I was just like, it'd be fun.
Oh,
to just try something
crap.
different.
Oh, we are such a professional unit.
By the way, if you're listening on the podcast, let me explain a little bit. Actually, we're not putting this yet on podcast.
yes,
but,
no, this.
we should
no,
remember
don't
that.
say not. This will be on podcast in the next 7 days.
Oh, really?
I'm going to rip the audio from this sucker. I'm going to edit it, compress it, make it all, and it is going on Anchor.
Anchor.
I haven't
Paul Ank-
created
Paul
an
Anka?
Anchor account yet, but I will.
It's simple. You don't
Doesn't
have
it
to worry
take
about
like a month to get approved to be on a podcast?
Nah.
I don't think so. Anchor.
I
takes
did the
care of
right stuff
everything.
in less than half an hour, and I had my first podcast on within an hour.
Yeah, Viva J, definitely not the morning here. It's probably 7 p.m., 7:30 p.m. New Jersey. That's my guess.
It is 7:30 in New Jersey. Correct. I'm actually, by the way, guys, I'm using my MacBook Pro today. I got rid of the iMac.
You
I'm
got
going
rid of it?
MacBook Pro. I wanted to see. No, I'm not. It's out of the room. I want to see if I can use the MacBook Pro to do the morning show. That's not so much morning show here in America, especially, or in the UK.
We could put a
It
U
will be
in it.
tomorrow.
We could put you in morning, so it's like we're all happy and not morning.
We're all in morning.
We're not morning.
Oh, we're not morning.
So everything's
The Not Morning Show. Ah, we're not morning.
What if I was able to
Yeah.
turn my TV off by? That'd be funny. I have a
What?
remote mute.
Oh,
you know,
turn it-
TVs. Never
Oh,
mind.
okay, I gotcha.
Thinking
Okay.
I'm just thinking of.
Why is mine the worst TV? Scotty's looks like it's a
you got
like a.
I think you got one
What
of those like
brand is
Chinese
that?
knockoffs.
I know.
I'm a Samsung for sure.
You're a
definitely. Look at that
decent TV.
Samsung.
Like, look at that surround. The better
Danny's
stand.
got a
We've got
Vizio.
the dodgy China stands.
Yours is
yeah.
no. Danny's got a good one. He's got the Vizio. It's working well. But you've got the. I think you got one of those. Like I don't know what the Chinese brand is, but there's ones that you can get.
No,
like
I
I
think
think it's
it was
called
made in
TK or
Hobart.
something. It might have
I've
been
got a
made
T-
in Hobart.
I've got a TCL.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You got a TCL. It's a good. It's a
it's a-
good TV, right?
Brilliant TV. 55-inch smart TV.
What was your first flat screen TV that you ever bought? How much was it, and
Oh,
what
man.
size was it? Because
Oh,
I
my
know
gosh.
mine. Mine was
I know
a
mine, too.
42-inch
I still have it.
plasma TV from Samsung, and it was $1,600 US, and that was like
Oh my god.
and that was like a great deal back then. It was back then. Ooh, that was like
Wowee.
12 years ago.
okay.
I think.
So here's
think
what
our
I got.
Okay, you go.
Go ahead. No, Mark, you go.
No,
I
no,
was
you go.
going in a row.
Somebody
no,
go.
I'd rather hear you. Especially, I don't know if anybody noticed when he put his arm up in the air. Did you see those freaking rippling muscles? His freaking bicep was pumping out the juice.
Who's Mark's?
Okay. Yeah. Mark,
see.
put your arm up again and show off that bicep.
Whoa!
Oh, look at it. He's not even flexing and it's just like
Fake.
pow. It's like I just want to
Fake.
No, that's good.
It's
That's
like-
real. All right.
Gotta get my head. Gotta get my hand.
Even-
out of that.
Even in his forearm, you can see like all the veins and stuff popping out. That's when
Oh,
you know
yeah.
somebody's
I
they're in
used to
shape.
Do that. I used to get the vein. I'm
Look at
I'm
that. See?
super veiny though. Super veiny. Okay, my first
That's a little
TV. We
Okay,
bought.
go.
Let's end the show.
We bought an an LG flat screen that
Uh-huh.
didn't work.
Why'd you
Took it
buy
to
that?
a TV. Well, because it was
He
cheaper
was
than buying a
looking for one and he found it, yeah.
$1,600
No,
TV.
why'd you buy? So you bought one that didn't work on purpose?
Oh,
Took it to a TV shop, got it repaired for next to nothing. That was our first flat screen TV. 40-inch LG plasma, like Gen 1 plasma,
all right. Here's mine.
which to this day is still working at Dad's place.
I don't know if my TV is still working because I ended up giving it to these people that we went to church with, and I kind of regret giving it to them in some ways. But do you remember those TVs? It was a Samsung, and it was kind of like a very small projection TV. Do you remember those? They
Oh,
were
yeah.
probably like
Oh,
about that thick.
yeah.
And they would project. It was
They're
really good. It was
reprojection.
an awesome TV. Yeah, it was really good.
Are you talking like the big cube?
No,
that
not the
sit in
huge
people's
ones.
Corners of their house.
No, this one was only like seriously, it was like that deep, but it had projection in it, and it was really sharp.
Yeah.
And then I ended up getting after that one a Vizio, and I still have it, a Vizio, and it's like that thick. It's pretty thick for an HDTV.
Hmm.
But I
My mom and
paid
dad had a-
$1,000 for that Vizio, and I thought it was so cheap. And now
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, oh my gosh.
Now you wipe your butt with flat screens.
you can get those TCLs for like under $500, 4K.
Yeah, I think it was $799 full smart LCD,
How big is it?
55-inch.
That's what she said. All right.
Massive.
Um,
It's so
wow,
funny
that's
because
what
I was
you-
just talking about LCD screens, and it got me thinking of, because I just recently watched the episode where he's got that. Was it like the 12 or 13 inch? That was his
Plasma,
like
yeah.
plasma
tiny.
screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the chat, let me just say, Viva J bought his 37-inch Westinghouse for $2,000. When was that? How long ago was that? And Funky Miller.
I didn't even know Westinghouse made TVs.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that they didn't make. What else did they make?
They're just
37
they're just
inches
white
for
goods here.
$2,000. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So Funky Miller says my first one I still actually have 46-inch Sony that cost me $3,300 dues over 10 years ago.
10 years old. Holy cow.
So that's
Holy
only
cow.
$330 a year.
Hey, you are
working well.
talking. Okay.
Hey, you are talking. I thought it was funny that Funky wrote, "Wow, you actually had fellow hosts turn up today."
Yeah,
Oh.
because
Were you crap talking us because we weren't here yesterday?
yeah. Oh, you didn't even watch. Good. Never mind. Don't watch. I unlisted
Well,
it.
you
anyways.
deleted
I'm
it.
going to.
Yeah. No, I don't delete it. I put it in a playlist called The Morning Show.
Okay, now I'm going to watch
not-
it.
How
and
did
see what you said
Why
about
did
us.
I get onto X here this morning then, and there was no content anywhere?
Because I unlisted it. After 24 hours, I unlisted.
So random strangers going onto the show would go, "Oh, this bloke's got no content. See ya."
Yeah, sure.
Is that right?
At this point, but maybe not
Yeah.
forever. Scott,
Yeah.
Yeah.
your face.
What about it? I know I'm looking at something.
I'm trying to read the chat at the same time.
Let me see. Only issue with it was the digital tuner is gone. That was back 14 years ago. Viva J said that was actually an excellent deal. It only had DVI and not HDMI.
Oh,
Wow.
DVI, they were so dodgy.
Who the
back
H
then.
is Viva J, by the way? Is it the J I
Viva-
think it is?
No. Viva J. He's in New Jersey, and he's been on these streams.
He's been on
a
the
lot.
streams for a
And
while.
He posted in the Fanatics group. He was the one that lost a ton of weight, and he posted
Oh,
before
that's
and
good.
after pictures and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And
Good job,
yeah, it
Viva
was
J.
good. Yeah,
Bonus.
It's not J Boston. It's Viva J.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He's a fan of J, is what it is. He's like, long live J.
Is that what it is?
Viva means
that what
life.
Viva's-
Viva means life.
Does it?
Live real
Oh.
life.
So
Yeah,
Viva Las
that's
Vegas
nice.
is live in Vegas?
Viva Las Vegas.
Well, maybe.
don't-
Elvis
I
did
don't-
live
I
in
don't know if
Vegas,
this
didn't
is
he?
true.
At some stage?
Yeah,
Look
he
at-
did.
Yeah.
What does Viva stand for?
where's
I feel
his
I feel like you're making
Never
this up.
Neverland, Wonderland place.
Viva
I feel like somebody's gonna tell us what it means in
it's
the chat.
is used to express goodwill or approval.
Oh.
So
I Viva your hair. Like that?
Viva, just say Viva your hair, I guess. I don't know.
Viva Scott's gray hair. Okay.
Viva.
So listen, we've got Danny. I'm gonna move on because this is getting boring.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I thought you'd go. Shut up.
No, sorry, I
Anita.
was agreeing with you.
Let's talk about Danny sent. Do you have your video ready to show to everybody?
Oh yeah, you want to go start with me?
Yeah, we're gonna start with Danny's video. Danny was like, let's show videos that made us laugh. Hey Gina, what's up?
Hey Gina, it's Gina. I'm
hey,
gonna show
Gina.
Gina's video first. It made me laugh today.
You're gonna show Gina's video. She met what's his face?
Cody.
She calls him Cuddy. Cuddy.
Good. All right,
Turn
so
it up.
She does say Curdy.
Turn it up.
Sweating
Curdy
because a
Wana.
black bear was roaming through Tina
Cuddy.
Merrick's backyard.
The operator said,
All
"What
right,
is your
let me turn it
emergency?" And I said, "You're not going to believe
Turn it
it,
up.
but there
I'm-
are
I'm-
no
I'm-
woods here in
These are
Houston.
videos that made me laugh today.
Tina
or
was
a
too
video that made
stunned
me
to get a
laugh.
picture, but this is what the bear probably looked like, except real.
Oh, that.
This isn't the first time the bear was spotted early Sunday morning
This is
right here
the
along
best
Miles
bear.
Road. A jogger saw what they thought was a black bear, immediately called police. But when police showed up, no sign of
Here
the
we
bear.
go. Here it
A
goes.
few minutes later,
it
the
is.
bear was spotted behind this home in Moreland Hills. This recreation identifies how witnesses say the bear escaped into the woods.
That is,
I'm excited.
How
Oh my
does-
gosh.
how does that make the news? Like, how does that make a professional broadcast?
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
sorry, but
This lady who's doing the reenactment, she probably begged this reporter, listen, I
No.
love bears so much. These bears are so nice. I love the bears. Please let me reenact the bear. I have a little
Oh.
bear thing I made in an art class. Let me do the bear.
How
That's a
old is that
guy in the
video?
back. That's a guy in the holding it. That's not her.
How old is the video? Because when I watched it, it was
That's the
like
reporter.
serious.
That's the reporter. That's the same guy, the reporter.
Oh my
Look.
gosh. It is. Look at his brown jacket.
Yeah.
Nice suit coat, bro.
You gotta
Oh
think
my
that
gosh.
He had to have been laughing.
I'm
at-
excited to hear
Okay.
that there's a bear.
All right. Anyway, so that's.
But she's
that was
standing
my-
next to it. Look.
Yeah.
Here's my take on it, and I think Creaky's got in my head. Is that purposely done to get more interaction? Because
Yeah,
there's no
maybe.
way, unless this video's 15, 20
I
years
don't know.
old.
Small town. It's
pretty
10
old.
years. It's 10 years old. That's when it was posted. But
Yeah.
it's It's
terrible.
I just think, let me watch that one more time.
Don't you-
I
listen,
just laughed so
Hill.
hard
I don't know
one
if they
second.
do
This
this in the
recreation
news.
identifies how witnesses say the bear escaped into the woods.
Oh my gosh.
What, you mean he just walked on his legs across the back park?
Listen. I don't know if they do this in Australia. I would believe that they do, but they always do these little special interest stories. And
Yep.
this is
Yeah.
one of those little special interest stories. Although, let's be real. If there's a bear in your backyard, that's kind of a big deal. You don't
is
go
it?
back there and go, hey, I'm going to pet the bear. It'll rip your face off. They're
Yeah, but-
huge.
Dude,
Surely you do something better than that. Like you can buy a bear suit from a costume shop for about $100.
Not right at the moment when they wanted it. I actually have some friends who moved to like Pennsylvania area, and they had a bear that just kept coming up on their front porch and getting into their garbage and throwing the garbage can all over the place. And and they have little kids, and I'm like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
somebody has to kill this bear
Mm.
or move
Mm,
it.
you've got-
They got to get it out of
you've got-
there.
You've got raging animals all over your country. Deers like this out your window
Yeah.
going,
Cheryl had a deer run after her while she was on a walk this morning. It was a female deer, so it didn't have antlers, but
did she turn
It
around
came
and go,
running out of
oh
the-
dear, and start running?
yes, she did. She did.
Uh,
As soon as it saw her, it was in, I think it was running out of somebody's backyard. And as soon as it saw that there was a human in front of her, it was like, oh gosh, the deer freaked out and then ran the other way. But it came at her before it realized. So
That'd,
There you go.
That'd freak me out. I don't even like
Yeah.
it when a dog chases me because he thinks I'm a friend. I'm like, what?
yeah.
Because literally,
Yeah.
I was on a run yesterday, and I'm running through this
Yeah.
park, and there's all these little dogs walking around, and all of a sudden, I had my AirPods on, running as I do, and all of a sudden, I
Yeah.
hear this like, yap, 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 and I turn around, and there's this like little dog like this chasing me, and it startled me. I'm like, ah! And I started running faster away from it.
oh, that's good.
Wow.
Imagine
yeah,
if it was a bear.
So Creaky said the number one rule in news, you got to leave them happy. So, I mean, maybe that's what they were trying to do. I don't know. To me, I just think it's funny that
I don't know if I watched the news
I'd
to be
wonder if the
uplifted
guy
and
was
happy.
like, "This
Yeah,
would be
I don't
funny.
watch it.
This would be funny." Like, I don't know. And then what? Funky Mother. That's a recreation. Damn, I thought it was real.
Yeah, see,
I mean-
if it's 10 plus years old, they probably just went, do this, it'll be funny. Who cares? No one's watching our show anyway because
that could be it. Maybe I don't know. That made me laugh.
it's like what's a small town in Michigan? Like
In
Hicktown,
Michigan,
Michigan.
There's lots of hick towns in Michigan. And I don't want to offend any Michiganders by calling their town a hick town. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna
sorry.
leave it at that.
Sorry if
They're
I
small towns.
offended the state of Michigan.
You didn't.
How many views has that video got?
it's got.
Oh my gosh, I bet it's millions.
0.4, just 1.4 million.
That's not bad.
1.4 million because of that scene. And I reckon
I
if
just
you
wanna
go
watch
through
it
the
one more
comments,
time.
it's all you've got to
One
go
more
to
time.
A few
30
minutes later,
seconds
the
in.
bear was spotted behind this home in Moreland Hills. This recreation identifies how witnesses say the bear escaped into the woods.
Sorry.
You got to listen to
Like-
the lady. She's excited that there's a bear
Excited to hear that
living.
there's a bear in South Chagrin or the South Chagrin area. We hear reports
South
every year or
Chagrin.
two.
Cleveland Metro Parks naturalist Carly Martin explains that black bears can be on the
A
ground or
naturalist.
can climb in trees. She's never seen
Oh
one.
my gosh, Danny! That's the best
It
part.
was right after a report that there was a bear in the area.
I can't believe I almost
Scat is
didn't
the
see
good
that.
nature word for poop.
So we know that a bear scats in the woods, but should we be concerned?
We are
Scats,
not
which
barefoot.
means taking a
And
crap.
neither are
by the way.
pets, which is good news for the
I thought that was a fake bird.
I'm good.
There's some deer.
I'm faster than a bear.
See, look.
And it just
My
wanders through and then it's gone.
gosh.
We'll hear, reports.
Oh.
It's at this part of the river one day, and then it moves on and moves on and moves on, and then we don't hear
Wow.
about it for a year or two.
All
But
that's
even
good.
the-
that's good. That's good. I want to see some. Of these
Right at the end,
comments.
he puts the little cardboard bear up again. You missed it. Right at the end, he does it again.
I can't believe he's only got 265 subscribers.
That is
I
too
would've
short of a
subscribed
time
just
for
for that
Tina,
video.
who still can't believe how close she came to
All
a
right.
bear.
When he stood
You
up,
say he's
Look.
holding it up one more time.
I missed it.
Oh my
I started
gosh.
shaking. I started shaking. I was so scared.
She
Todd
couldn't
Beatty,
believe it.
Fox 8 News.
Todd, good job, buddy. All right, listen, I'm going to talk about my video clip.
Okay.
So, college football, for those of you who don't know in other countries, is a big deal here in the United States. And there is a
It's
football team
massive.
called the Sooners, the Oklahoma Sooners, and they ride this thing out in they
Oh,
ride
yeah.
this. Look at it's already
He just gave
tipping.
it away. Didn't even
They
have it
ride this thing out
queued
onto the
up.
field and everybody goes crazy. There's horses and these people on this little wagon. Check this out. Nobody got hurt, by the way. Everybody was fine. But watch this. This is amazing.
They can't even stop the horses.
Hopefully nobody was hurt, including the horses.
The whole thing disintegrates. Look at this.
Oh, that bloke got his head smashed into the ground. Bet you got concussion.
He might have. That's
So
amazing.
this is 2019. This is recent.
This just happened Saturday. Saturday, yeah.
That's
It
funny.
just
Okay.
happened.
Talk me through college football because, like, this
It has
is
nothing to do with
massive.
horses and wagons, just so you know.
No, I know.
Well,
Why is
the
college
Oklahoma
football
Sooners, it has
so-
something to do with it.
Yeah, something to
so
do with it.
big?
First of all, the college football, that's where everybody gets their players for the professional teams. So college is
Yeah.
kind of like our prepare for pro sports if you're good enough to make it in college. And college football especially is a huge business. College basketball also. Really, it's just about money, man. These schools make so much money off of the sports. I would say football first, and then basketball second, and then everybody else. Nobody really cares that much.
Ping pong, volleyball, all the
No.
rest of the.
And
roles.
No.
it's the Sooners, not Schooners. Funky Miller, just so you know. It's the Sooners Day. What's up, Josh Walker vlogs? What's up,
see
Gareth?
here in
And Sam. Well, just want to say hi. Sorry.
See,
Hey.
yeah,
Okay.
that was
I'm
nothing
sorry.
trick. So here in Australia, we've got professional AFL, NRL, basketball, but when you get into like the lower leagues, like for example, Australian Football League, biggest sport in Australia, in my opinion. So we might
Yeah.
get an average of 30 to 60,000 people per game.
Okay.
But the league underneath, which is not college, but it's the league underneath, you might only get like 500 or 1,000 people to a game. Like no one goes to support lower leagues here in Australia.
Okay,
compared
so
to you,
just-
compared to America.
just to give you an example, college football, there's a college team here in Michigan, University of Michigan. Their stadium holds over 100,000 people, and it's always full on game day.
Oh, that's mind blowing.
Now, pro sports don't have stadiums that big, so most of the time for the pro football team between four, but the college teams are huge followings.
Okay,
So we get a
how
lot of
many-
people at the college games.
How many people would go to like the game the other day, the Lions versus the Packers? How many would go to that? Packed?
There were, I think it's, the Ford Field was packed, so I think it's close to 60,000, might be 65,000 people. I'll check to make sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's less than the college teams. And then we have Michigan State, and then there's smaller colleges, but Michigan and Michigan State are the big ones in this area.
He was right though. It's
Yeah,
Schooner.
he's
It is
laughing.
Schooner. It is Schooner.
It's
Not
Sooners.
No, but look,
It's
it
the
says
Sooners, dude.
No,
It
that's a
says
schooner.
on the
Danny,
the
come
side
on,
of the-
man.
I'm surprised all the beer didn't come out.
Look at the wagon. It says Schooner on it. He was right.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
Nope.
How
How do you say it? Sooner.
how am I not? How am I crazy when
Sooners.
it's facts right there?
The schooner, yeah, but that's obviously that's the name of
It's-
the wagon, but they're the Oklahoma Sooners.
Yeah, but do you know what a schooner
So
is?
it's a
I'm just
schooner
telling
wagon.
you.
It's like a size
Who-
of a drink.
Who gives a friggin' frack if they're the Schooners or the Sooners? Ford Field holds 65,000 people. AT&T Stadium, which is for the Dallas Cowboys, 100,000.
Well, that's MCG. MCG in Melbourne is 100,000.
Yeah.
Stadium across the road, down a little bit, Etihad, which is now Marvel Stadium, is like 50.
Like Marvel,
that's-
as in the Marvel superheroes.
Yeah, they bought
Yeah.
a stadium.
Did they
bought the
really?
stadium.
You're lying.
No,
Did
they've
they
got the
really?
naming rights. They've got the naming rights. Australian Football League actually owns that stadium now, but Marvel own the naming rights.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Marvel?
But that stadium.
Are you guys pulling my leg? Come on. Did
No, it's
Marvel
Marvel.
really
No.
buy the
Yeah,
naming
it's
rights?
called Marvel. It's called
Yeah.
Marvel.
That's crazy.
It's been.
Is that because there's not
Telstra-Dome,
enough? Okay.
which is
Not enough what?
telecommunications. It was Eddie
Okay.
had stadium, so Eddie had airlines.
Okay.
It was Docklands Stadium originally, and then Marvel.
Wow.
I
So
think it
your
was
favorite
Eddie had
team,
for
Mark?
Years. What's that?
Mark, your favorite team, the Packers. Their stadium holds 81,500.
No, I'm switching to the Lions.
You
Ah,
shouldn't.
good
They
boy.
suck. They
No, that was
suck.
we got screwed. We got screwed in that. That was they're
Not
on, wait,
this
they're
one.
on,
No, it was a-
they're on
It
today,
was a
right?
fair outcome for the
No,
game.
they lost
Like,
already
seriously.
yesterday.
To the
Sunday.
Vikings.
Yeah.
Oh.
MetLife Stadium, where the New York Giants and the New York Jets play, is 82,500.
Yeah,
I could
so
do
you
this
got
all
big
day,
stadiums.
guys. Yeah,
See,
just
our-
name,
our
it.
second-
Name it.
Our second biggest stadium would be now Perth, which holds 65-70, I think. Every
what's a
other
Perth?
stadium in Australia is more boutiques on a kind of 50, 60.
Okay.
I say
Okay.
that's boutique, but
That's big.
Yeah,
like
man.
the
That's still a lot of
stadiums in
people.
the stadiums in Tassie, the one in Hobart only holds 20, and the one in Launceston holds 22. So like they're known as like boutique stadiums.
Okay.
The biggest stadium
Compared
in
to
the
the
UK
MCG,
is
which is
66,000. Xander Round says
Mega stadium.
I would.
Is that
they
the
said-
is that the new what do you call them? Dang it. They're my favorite team and I can't remember their name. What's wrong with me?
the
Tottenham
silly-
Hotspurs,
the
is that their
silly
stadium?
nannies? The silly nannies.
Tottenham
isn't
Hotspurs.
it?
So what's the biggest stadium in the world? The new one in
I don't know.
India is gonna.
It's got to
is
be
gonna hold
China or
120
India, right?
something.
Yeah, it's got to be China or India.
Yeah.
There's so many people there.
so
You're
high
forgetting
school
the Olympic
football-
Stadium. It
forgetting
holds
Olympic
110,000, Mark.
Yeah.
Come
High
on,
school-
dude.
High school football in Texas is freaking crazy here. I would love to go to a high school. Well, that sounds weird. High school. I would love to go to a high school game.
What?
Back in '82, I could throw the football over the mountains. I think that yeah, like all the movies that they always have, the high school football teams are always from Texas because they're never big anywhere else.
No, they're big everywhere, man. There's lots of high school football stuff. That's big too.
You're forgetting
Sports are
Olympic
just a
Stadium.
big deal.
Olympic
Oh,
Stadium?
yeah.
Is that in Sydney?
We're way ahead of you, man. No, he said it's in South America, he believes. I mean, come on, keep up with the chat, guys. I mean, seriously.
I'm keeping up with the chat. I've never even
This is
been to
like-
Olympic Stadium.
You played MetLife
This is
Is that
boutique
Stadium.
built for the
league
Olympics?
stuff.
One of the Olympics?
All my exes live in Texas. That's why I hang my hat in Tennessee. There you go.
Oh, there's a new high point for the show.
I wonder
yes.
if that guy G'day, G'day sings that. Does he sing All My Exes? G'day, G'day. What's his
Scott,
name
you're
again?
Dusty.
Is that
Slim Dusty.
Scott, your
Slim
camera's looking.
Dusty.
Your camera's looking sharp.
Oh,
today,
yeah.
man.
So the Olympic, yeah, but that was built for the Sydney Olympics. It held 110,000. And then as soon as it was over, they took all the stands away. And so now it only holds
82,000.
80. Yeah. So it was only built 110 for the week of the Olympics. And then it was 40,000.
That's what's crazy is if you go to like Russia or whatever, they built all those huge stadiums. They do nothing in them. They just sit there
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's what's
why
crazy about the Olympics.
Should never. Isn't that crazy about the Olympics that they run? They just like run. Hey, this is a thing. Let's just run for like 100 meters. Like
What are you talking about? They've been
Like some
doing
of
that
this-
forever.
I know, but it's like it just seems like it's just a little bit overdone now. I don't know. Even though it's
Okay.
every 4 years. I don't know.
Okay. Well, it's every
Unpopular
2
opinion, I
years
guess.
now. Winter and then summer. So
Yeah,
it's
but
every
like
2
you
years.
said,
Yeah. Who
Built-
was, it was China last time, wasn't it?
No, Rush. No.
yeah,
I thought it was Brazil.
The
or
summer
something.
one. No, the summer
Summer.
one was China. The winter one was Sochi, which was Russia.
Wait, when was the Brazil one then? I thought that was the last one.
I don't
Oh,
freaking know.
Remember, because they were
Wasn't
complaining.
the last
about
one
it,
they were
and-
complaining about all the pollution?
Yeah, that was Brazil.
Thank
you.
Oh,
In
you're
the
right. It was
chat.
Brazil.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Jeez.
Get with it.
Brazil.
Get with it.
We
It's not like they
know
have
so
that
much.
many.
Danny,
People are coming
for
to
somebody
watch
who
our
doesn't
show
like all the
for
running.
factual knowledge.
Hey, Mark, you need the facts. You just need them. That's the important part.
I think it's funny that
me
the
up.
guy who didn't like all the running knew where the last one was at.
Yeah.
They had the Zika virus in Brazil. Listen, Brazil's kind of a. You know, I'm going to say
Oh,
something
that's
terrible
right, because they
I'm an
stopped the
American.
pool because the pools were going green.
Yeah,
They had to stop the.
I can't say it. I'm a jerk American, so I can't say what I really think about Brazil. It's probably beautiful, as long as you have somebody to keep guard over you, so you didn't get kidnapped or anything like that.
It is.
Well
It's
done
very
for holding your
dangerous. It's dangerous. No, it's dangerous. I was gonna say that where they had the Olympics is kind of a crap hole, but I don't want to get in trouble.
here's my big beef with the Olympics. Okay, the
Okay,
Summer
let's hear it.
Olympics it doesn't really make much sense because like all the in Australia it's winter time, so and even in Brazil it was winter time, so they're doing Summer Olympics. It's not even the
gosh.
summer. I'm just saying.
Well, it is in the country that it's
Wow.
held at.
What? No, if it was in Brazil
This
during
is-
the summer.
Yeah.
Are you sure about
So-
this?
So it could be called the Not So Summer Olympics.
The not the summer. I like it.
That
I
was
like
the
it.
cue for the ad.
Yeah, where's the ad?
Oh, our ad. We don't have an ad.
Oh,
break.
oh,
You gotta make
when the
it.
producer
I
goes,
made,
"Oh,
I made
oh."
two. I made two, and you guys didn't make any. Remember
That's
that.
okay. You're the creative
So
guy.
for
Come
those
on, man.
interested, we are hosting ad. If you want to put an ad in our show, it's
Yeah,
very
actually,
very low price
anybody watching-
of
anybody
$0 currently.
You
Yeah.
make your own
Anybody.
ad and send it to us, and we'll put it in the next show.
$0
Actually,
dues.
Let's.
You've
I
got
have a
YouTube
segment here.
channel. If
I have
you
a
own a
segment.
company that makes pen lids, we want to hear from you.
I want to go over the comments from the last video. Okay, so if you're watching this after
Oh
the
my
fact,
gosh.
write a comment and we'll look at it. So here's some of the comments.
That's
So
very
Simply Beth
potato
just
jet.
said, just stopping back to leave a note. And by the way, that's
All
the only
right.
comment we got. That's the only comment we got.
That's
So,
it. Thank you for watching.
Segment's over. Segment's over.
You need like a big, huge musical intro, and then you read the one comment and go, "Thanks for leaving comments,
That's
everybody."
the best segment ever.
But
Thanks for
if you
playing
watch
my,
afterwards, we'll look at your comment tomorrow.
Okay,
Let-
hold on. We gotta
Thanks
we
for-
gotta talk about this. Creaky is putting in here, and now I don't know if that's true yet. Creaky, are they allowing it? Are they gonna let the men that change to women
Ooh.
run against the women yet? I don't know about that. I know that they're in the United States. They're dominating. These guys who decided that they're women are dominating sports in the United States. Women's sports,
Piss
of
off
course.
feminists. Like,
You would
Like-
think so. You would think so, but I don't understand it. Somehow, these people who decide that they're women now are allowed to destroy other women. I don't get it.
Ooh.
It's a very strange.
let's
thing.
unleash. We should have a segment called Scotty D Unleashed. And then
No,
just-
I'm holding back. But
Why?
I
That's not
thought that was
right.
interesting. What Creaky said, that they let blokes race non-blokes, which is true. I just didn't know if they officially decided that in the Olympics yet. I'm sure they will. I mean, you know,
But then,
you
Some-
gotta.
then it's going to be flawed from now on with females records. If
Yeah.
a born
Well,
man wins.
Remember the guy that
a
murdered his
female event.
girlfriend and kids or something like that? The guy
South
with the
African
blades
guy.
on his feet? Like, I mean,
Yes.
he was basically
I'm sorry, I'm
bionic.
laughing. Right.
So, I mean,
but
what's
that's
that?
a little
you know?
that's a little different than a
How?
fully formed male racing against women. It's not fair.
So maybe they should cut their legs off and then it'll be fair.
Blades. It's so bad. They need to figure that out because there's a I think there was somebody from Australia that was like a weightlifter, a guy that was a weightlifter that ended he went into all
Wrestler
these
or-
women's a weightlifter.
weightlifter.
Like dead weight, like the big, they deadlift those giant things. He went into the women's competition and just freaking dominated,
He
destroyed.
would because they're stronger.
Yeah, right.
That's what I mean. Like
I-
you'd go to the Olympics and the previous Olympic record for deadlift is 200 kilos. And then all of a sudden this bloke comes in and it's now the record is 900 kilos.
Right.
It's not going to work.
The thing that killed me about the weightlifting guy, was he did not look at all like he had tried even to become a female. He just looked like a dude who had pigtails, and I was like, dude, you're not even trying.
Have you got a photo? Come on, producer.
I need to find him. I'm gonna
What's his
find him.
name? I'll get him. What's his name?
What's his name? As if he's gonna know. His
I don't
name
know
off-
his name.
off the bat. Because that'd
What
be
should I,
weird. If
what
he
should I
did.
search?
I'm looking it up.
So Creaky said, I have no categories based on sex. What if you had Olympic sex categories? That sounds weird.
What?
Have the 100
Have
meter
the
final.
100 meter final.
That'd be an interesting concept. We're gonna have a 100-meter race. Anybody can
It's
go
a
in
New
it. Last
it's a
man
New
or woman.
Zealand. New Zealand.
Oh, of course, of course.
Laurel Hubbard. Look up
Laurel?
Laurel Hubbard. Laurel Hubbard is his
Hubbard.
name.
Ooh.
his name.
Oh, triggered. Sorry.
And YouTube has now shut us down.
Yeah. All right, let's have a look over here. Picture. Wow. Well, look at all these records. I don't see any pictures.
No, you just go to image search. Don't even bother going through Wiki.
I'm watching a
Wiki
video
links.
of it.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
So you're watching a video.
Oh, this
Danny's
is not-
Googling.
That's a no. This is like a young kid, different person.
That's not who you're talking about.
I'm sorry.
So this is
I don't
this
think
is a
that's the right
this is
person.
someone that this is supposed to be a woman.
Oh, here's the person. Mary Gregory. Mary
Who?
Gregory.
Mary Gregory.
Yes.
Yes.
This is crazy.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Anyway,
How did we get on?
they are
oh.
talking a lot about this Laurel Hubbard person though in New Zealand.
Yeah.
I love this
The
shirt.
one in
All I need is coffee.
That's all. That's all. I need.
that's it. Look, you just missed that. Look at that's the person. She looks more like a girl now than she used to.
Hey, good for
That'll
her.
happen
Hey,
over time.
Before she
Good for her.
Oh, there's a good picture on the right. That's a good face. That's a guy face all day. Adam's apple, everything.
Yeah. Wait. Did they remove the Adam's apple?
Look at the freaking like shirt.
right, hey.
Share the platform. Dude, you
at that.
could have gone to you could have gone
Oh,
and
back
lifted
on
weights
the
against
bear.
guys.
That's
So sad.
Bear.
I'm getting in trouble, aren't I? Any relation to
No.
L. Ron Hubbard? No, not at all.
I don't think so.
Uh
I think there's a. I mean, the thing is, when you talk about it, like when anybody talks about it, it should, like, you know, making fun of is different than
no, I'm not
Discussing
listen.
it.
I am
discussing
making fun of the
it's
fact
not-
that
it's
the
not
person
fair. Yeah.
I'm making fun of the fact that this person is deciding to go lift against other women rather than listen, they can be whatever they want, but when it comes to the physiological stuff that's going on between men and
no,
women,
it's-
there's differences. There's no matter what you want to say, there's differences. I know there's a soccer player here in the US that played for the US soccer team, and they keep talking about she needs to be a kicker in the NFL. And I'm like, the first time someone lays her flat, if they get through and tackle her, what
dead.
these guys are humongous. They're
And
giants.
The guy
They're-
will get ejected. He'll get fined. He'll get
right.
Everyone would hate him.
Yeah.
Right. And again, I think women are so strong. They're awesome. I have nothing against women, but seriously, there are differences. That's the
Shout out
problem
to all
that
the
nobody
women
wants
that
to
are
talk
watching
about.
the show today.
Hey, ladies. Shout out to all the women out there.
Gina's
Gina's
popped in for a
gone. I
second.
wonder if Gina, yeah, she probably left, which is okay. But Gina,
She's
I would love
hating
to
on
know
us.
what you think.
She's writing an email to our show.
She's like, I love the transgenders who go in other sports.
Sport.
Do you reckon that person that we were talking about just then finishes a competition winning going, well, that was easy?
Yeah.
Was there any
Probably.
satisfaction
Oh, hey, Pooper
in
Ray's
just like
watching.
destroying
I'm sure Emma doesn't think it's okay that a dude is going against women in a women's sport. Do you think so?
If it's yeah, I guess if it's a women's sport, if it is a women's sport, Like if
Right.
if
Like
it
if there's
was-
if they want to go like, hey, let's go co-ed, have men and women competing against each other in the same kind of thing, that's fine.
yeah.
But
That's fine.
I don't think it's okay for if it's specifically for women. I think
So
that's the
here's
problem.
Here's the thing, though. Is it purely because it's in physical sports that it's concerning? Whereas if you had the most talented, phenomenal female soccer player that could make it to Liverpool in a
Right.
majority non-contact sport,
Right. I think
Like,
that
why
might
wouldn't she be
that
allowed to
might
play?
be right. That might I mean that's my thing. If she was good enough, sure. I think the contact sports also though it's happening in like track and field, so like running and stuff like that here in America. They're running in like, 400-meter races and stuff like that, and they're just destroying chicks. I mean, they're destroying them.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I feel about that. I guess it's if everything there's actually a guy who transitioned in the MMA and went and fought girls in the MMA, and he would literally, Joe Rogan talked about this on his show. He literally destroyed these women, caved in their faces. I mean, because he went through here's the thing. He went through puberty and was a man, right? And then he changed. He had all the muscles of a dude, he had the structure of a dude, and then he pounded these girls in MMA. They wouldn't let him fight in the UFC ultimately, I think, against women. I'm not sure if that's still the case, but this guy destroyed women, like just crushed their faces. So that's my problem.
So
I just feel like you got to figure out how
Emma,
to
Emma got
Go
it
ahead.
right. It depends on the sport.
Sure. Yeah, like if a guy wants to hula hoop against Hip Hoop Hooray, go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
Ping pong, same thing.
There's
Sure.
really good
Ping
hula
pong.
hoop guys out there. You'd be surprised.
Yeah, the same thing exactly. Viva J, you're right. Women
Xander
tennis
Round.
players, same thing.
Golf.
You guys are on
It
the right.
should
po- yeah,
be-
exactly.
It should be the best golfers should play in a competition. It shouldn't be
My
men
guess
versus
is,
women.
here's my guess. Okay, besides the tennis thing they did way back in the day, where the guy said, "I can beat any woman in tennis" and all that, that was a big deal. And I know he got his butt kicked, but he was an old man. Okay, my guess is most of these sports, the upper tier, like the best guy players against the best women players, I think men would win a lot of the stuff. I think it would be very difficult. It's because there's just the physiology is just so different. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
The physical
Tiger
genetic
Woods.
makeup.
Yeah, if Tiger Woods decided to play the best female golfer, my guess
Which is
is
probably that
Tiger Woods would
chick, that-
destroy.
Be that Chinese chick at the moment, wouldn't it? She's phenomenal.
I could be wrong though. I could be wrong.
Scrap
could be
the
wrong.
gender divisions. I like how this, by the way, this turned.
Dude hoopers. I like that. Scrap the gender divisions.
Who's the best
Creaky, I
female
can't tell if
golfer
you're
in the
messing
world?
with us or if you really believe this. I think he's messing with us, but the benefits of all testosterone, right? I don't know what to say here. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm not trying to like ruin people's lives, but at the same time, come on, man.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Oh, that was perfect.
Oh, that was nice. Ging gang gong gang gang ging. What did you say?
No, that's the
Say it
best
again.
female current golfer is Jin Young Ko.
Oh, I thought that was
behind
you.
his
I thought that was your
Sung
internet
Young
freaking out.
No.
Some young guy.
Some Ting Wong.
Something wrong. No, stop.
No.
Man, picking on
Oh.
transgenders and now picking on Asian people. What is wrong with you guys?
I was actually
Ridiculous.
picking on News Reporter for reading the wrong name.
I still think it's hilarious that when we think about the best male golfer in the world, we're still talking about Tiger Woods.
Because he came
That
back.
dude- yeah, but
He came back.
He's not at the top, surely. Okay,
Dude, he turned it around. He came back, man.
I know he turned it
Uh,
around, but he's not the best.
Some good chat. Some good
Right.
chatter here.
Creaky, you're right. You're right. Annika Sorensen, best women's golfer, tried to play in a men's tournament and only outplayed like a few men. Yeah, at the bottom, I bet too.
So Tiger Woods is currently 10th in the world. I didn't rank him that high.
But he can't...
I thought it would have been top 20.
Oh, let's give us the top 10 like currency.
Oh, the top 10. Let's hear the top 10 golfers in the world. Rory McIlroy, number 1.
No, number 2.
Is it right?
He's
Rory's number 2? Who's number 1?
Brooks Koepka. American.
I feel like you're making this sound made up.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
And then Rory McIlroy, Dustin Johnson, Justin Thomas, John Rahm. Looks like Sri Lankan or Indian flag. Patrick Cantley, Justin Rose, Xander Schauffele.
Xander?
Okay.
Bryson DeChambeau, Tiger Woods. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Americans. Other international. The first Aussie is Adam Scott at 15.
Okay, nice.
But the women's, they're all like Chinese or Japanese. In the
there you go.
And I'm not going to try and say all their names because you'll think my internet's freaking out again.
I almost said something politically incorrect when I did a gig on Sunday. This kid comes up to request a song, and his mom comes up and she goes, like, he really loves Michael Jackson, and I was about to say, he really loves you too. I was like, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. And it made me laugh in my head. I'm not saying he's a pedophile. I'm going.
I wish we could find the clip. I wish we could find the clip of there was a British journalist that like interviewed him probably like 15, 20 years ago. And he walked around Las Vegas with him, and he was going into these shops, and he goes, you, do I have that one? And the person would be like, yeah, you bought that last week. Oh, I have that one. You. He would say, instead of saying yoo-hoo, like, hey, excuse me, he kept going, you. It's pretty funny. We should find that clip. It's pretty good.
I want drops.
Although I just
bring back the drops.
We should bring back the drops.
Yes.
Who's making the coffee?
Isn't that it's the drops that broke up Hayward Talking, isn't it?
That's pretty close to the truth. It did. It put some tension in the air for sure. There were many times that's one of the things we should do on this. We could talk about some of our past projects, and so what happened after you stopped the recording, like what happened after you got done. You're in between.
Okay,
it'd be
so an ad break,
I got some
for
pretty
example, in a radio
hot
station.
Got some pretty hot exchanges after we went off the air.
Scott, we're on tomorrow, right? You and I. You want to talk about that tomorrow?
Do this, aren't you?
Oh shit!
Yeah, he really is. He really is. Now we're taking it on
like
air.
he'll tell me. Here's the problem.
He's doing this on air. He's doing this on air, so he has
to
proof.
catch me.
Yeah, to catch you out.
I had proof already from last week. You said you
no.
Week with
I
me.
looked through our whole chat and I could not find this.
It wasn't chat. You did it live on video.
Oh, I did.
Danny unlists it so no one else can ever find it again.
I know. I don't know.
Even
listen, I'm not trying to say that I don't want to do it. It's just that, we'll see.
I don't know.
I'm probably going to be available. I
you
told
talk
Cheryl
about
today that
do it all the time.
I know. I'm an old
someone
man.
like
you have
me
to
pushing
remind.
you,
You have to
motivating
remember. I'm tired.
I'm tired.
It's past my
7
bedtime.
o'clock.
What time is it over there?
Man.
It's bedtime.
It's
bedtime.
8:15. Cheryl has said to be. You didn't start your clock, by the way. There's a 2-minute clock down there. You didn't start it.
Yeah, we started about 20 after. So I'm
okay. Well, listen. Cheryl,
I was waiting for someone
used
to bring
to
it
tell
up.
me.
I
Cheryl
didn't
used to
even
say
notice
to
'cause
me,
my screen's over it.
when the sun goes down, that means it's time to go to bed. And I'm like, babe, the sun goes down at like 5:45 in the winter. What are you talking about? You can't go to bed at 5:45. She does not like to stay up late, but she married someone who stays up very late.
Yeah. As in Doug doesn't
Yeah.
sleep. Still texting at 3 a.m. I'm trying to sleep. Okay, Adelaide wants to know who's the shout out of the week.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot it. I put that in there yesterday, but I forgot to put it in the description. Shout out of the week is
Where's your
Apple.
Apple.
Where's my what? Apple sponsoring the show today. Lighting.
Wow,
Sponsored by
Scott is-
lighting.
Scott is so distracted with his lighting.
Electricity. Who should we shout out? I'll put it. Matt Mapple from Futurama. Who should we shout out? Who should we put in the comments as in the description as a shout
Tim
out?
Apple. Tim Apple.
Timmy
Okay.
Apple. Timmy Apple has a really good channel. You
Tim
should go and
Apple.
check Tim Apple out.
Great job on the new iPhones, Tim Apple.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Tim
I'm-
Cook. My bad.
That iPhone 11 does look. The iPhone 11 Pro does look pretty.
I'm trying to
the
decide if
camera on
I
it
can
looks pretty
still.
hot.
I'm trying to figure out if I can still do his voice. I used to be able to do his voice really well. Let me see if I can do it. We have an amazing group of products this year for Apple. The new iPhone is all new for this year, 2019. We have the best Apple products available. I don't know if that's as good as it used to be. I got to work on it.
Pretty good.
You know what though? Mate of mine
What?
just upgraded to the 11 Pro from the 10,
Okay.
and he said it's a 10. He said, I don't know why
Except
I
for the
did it.
cameras. Come on.
You're saying it's
Cameras.
the same as the
Buy a
10,
decent camera. Yeah, he said.
or are you saying
using
it's
it-
10 out of 10? I'm confused.
No. He said it's the same as the iPhone 10. I will make
Ah,
it clear
gotcha.
for those people who have issues understanding my accent. Yeah,
Well,
he said it's basically just an iPhone 10 with
the
a
front
better
face
camera.
not
being
true.
being a 4K. Jonathan Morrison, he does videos, and he did videos
Yeah,
just
he's the
using
guy who
the
calls him Tim
front-facing
Apple.
camera. Yeah,
Yeah.
His front-facing camera looked amazing. The quality looked awesome.
Yeah, but
so
no one's using their
Yeah.
front-facing camera except for.
Oh, Danny. There's
Yeah, click on
there's
that.
the Michael Jackson thing.
There's
Go
the
get
link.
it. Play it.
okay, hold on.
Go get it.
You gotta
What do we
play
got?
that.
Ooh, your 2-minute timer has to come up soon.
Oh wait, we started
know.
actually a little
Yeah,
bit
it's
later
pretty
than
close.
20 after.
Danny,
Just
just play the
please.
video for crying out
Just
loud.
give me 1 freaking second, all right?
Ooh, I almost got him to swear.
Why are there so many website ads, by the way? Who makes
for
websites?
Jackson's favourite shopping mall. He told me he wanted to spend some serious money, and he wasn't joking.
These ceilings are amazing.
Yeah, it's extraordinary, isn't it?
Yeah, it's incredible.
I think it's a bit tacky.
Tacky? Are you silly?
Do you like to buy jewellery?
No. For my mother or Elizabeth Taylor, yes. Because Elizabeth loves jewelry. My mother loves jewelry.
Jury.
And
Did you hear that Elizabeth Taylor
there's a
was...
girl I like at the moment. I'll
See
buy
if you
her
can forward to
jewelry.
when he's in the
Who's
store.
that?
If there is one.
Yeah, I don't want to watch this 20-minute
This
interview.
chess
Right there.
set. Isn't it beautiful, this set?
Your chess set in your library is...
No, this one's
very-
bigger.
This is
one's
bigger?
bigger.
Wow. Oh, it's sold, look.
I bought this one, right?
Is this yours?
Yeah,
about
that's
this
the
one?
soul sign mean it's for me.
Okay, how much is that one?
Did we ever get this one, these ones?
It's only 89,000.
Did we get this?
Can you put that on the list?
That on the-
Get your pen just so you can mark and not forget.
I'm getting the list now.
Okay. Did we get those?
Did we get those?
I like those. Why don't we
Oh.
order those?
Right.
Yeah, I like those.
Have you got enough space for all of this,
Yeah,
Michael?
I do.
You've got space?
Yeah.
Well,
We
in
bought
the house
these.
Come on,
in
get to the
Neverland.
Yoo-hoo.
No, this would be for another house.
Oh, for another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we bought these, right? And these. And
You,
these.
you like your urns, don't you?
Yeah.
Look at all
And
the
these
stuff.
we
I
bought?
had this.
And these.
This.
This table. These. These. Right? Look at these big blue ones. Look how beautiful these are. These, right?
Oh, my goodness.
These.
Yes.
Okay. Let's have a look at these ones.
They're beautiful.
Oh, that's only 275,000 each. So that's $500,000 for those two.
But he's going to give us a good deal.
That doesn't matter to you. Is he going to give you a good... He needs to give you a good deal.
He loves to bargain. Celebrities like bargains, too. Let me show you.
We're happy to give it to you.
How much was
Creaky
Mr.
said
Jackson spend?
Scotty is sweating on the
Out of interest, just a
Ohu.
round figure.
He hasn't put the bargain together yet.
I'm
But I
telling
mean,
you, he
based
does
on
it in the
price of
video.
things, but a couple of million or...
I'm not at liberty to say.
These things are mine, right?
It's goes so long.
Surround yourself with stuff that's
How long
like
does this
an
video
emperor's
go
house.
for?
Wait, listen.
What?
Listen.
It's like Louis XIV.
It's my taste.
Yeah.
You.
You could probably retire, couldn't you, after just having one client? We're going to go down and out?
Did you hear him?
Yeah.
Go down.
Great. What
You,
about pictures, Michael?
You.
you.
Oh,
Do I have
I don't
these? Did I buy those?
Very attractive. man.
insane.
Yes.
Well, now he's deep.
All right. Hey, by the way, I have this idea that I want to do on Halloween. If anybody's keen to join,
Ooh.
I'm gonna go through and
That's
find a bunch of
scary.
scary video clips
Spooky.
and watch them with
Okay.
you guys because they're too scary to watch by myself.
All right.
I hate
Hey.
scary movies and scary shows.
Hey,
and
guys.
scary
Guys,
clips.
do we have that scary
video
one?
clips.
Do,
So let's do
you,
it.
do we have that?
Let's do an outro with Michael Jackson.
Do you got that? Huh?
Have I got
one of them?
These.
Yoo-hoo.
All right.
Yoo-hoo. And then Martin Brashear, every one of them does a $5 million. Why do you have to say
I
what's
love,
the price
I love
of
the
every
question.
time, dude?
Have you got enough space? Yes, of course I do. That'll go in my other house. My other
Yeah,
house.
let's put there. Oh, just put it over there. That's okay.
Ghost streams are on D Live are tight.
Yeah, just go over there, man. It's
Ghost
okay.
streams. Ooh.
Well, thanks for
Ghost
tuning in.
streams.
Right?
Yeah.
Some kind of goodbye. Let's like a radio host.
Hey guys, make
introed
sure
it.
make
Put
sure you
the other
come
screen
back
back on to
next
finish,
time,
though. We don't
okay?
want to finish with Michael Jackson. Yeah, there we go. That's better.
You-
Now you got 3 seconds.
I knew it was going to stop the clock, so I didn't want to.
Take us out.
Take us
Okay,
out,
guys.
Scotty D.
We're gonna talk to you next time. You.